All right, let's get you ready to absolutely nail your exam. In this explainer, we are going to break down the must-know concepts of client care planning, reporting, and recording. We're going to cover everything you need to know to walk into that exam room feeling totally confident.
Okay, let's just dive right in. Here are the 5 key topics we're going to hit to get you exam ready. We'll start with the care plan itself, then talk about your specific role. After that, we'll master the difference between objective and subjective data, cover the essential rules of charting, and wrap it all up with the professional standards of time, reporting, and of course, confidentiality.
First things first, let's talk about the absolute heart of all client care, the care plan. You got to think of this document as your roadmap. It guides every single thing you do. Nailing this is, for sure, the first step to acing your exam.
Now, don't make the mistake of thinking the care plan is just some to-do list. No way. It's the official blueprint for a client's well-being, making sure everyone on the team is on the same page. And, you see that last part? It's also a legal document. That really raises the stakes on getting it right.
Okay, this slide shows the ADPIE process. That's assessment, diagnosis, planning, implementation, and evaluation. You are definitely going to see this on your exam, so remember it. Your role is absolutely critical in step number 4, implementation, and your feedback, your observations are vital for step number 5, evaluation. So now that we have the care plan down, let's talk about where you fit in. You are quite literally the eyes and ears of the care team. This whole next section is all about your most important job, observing and reporting.
Burn these 3 words into your brain: observe, report, implement. This is your core contribution. Why? Because you're with the client more than anyone else. You're going to see things no one else will. And yeah, that's a huge responsibility, but it's also where you can make a massive difference.
So you're observing and you're reporting. But what kind of information are you reporting? This is where we get into the difference between objective and subjective data. This is a classic exam question, so let's make sure you've got this down cold.
This slide just lays it out perfectly. Objective data is what you can see, hear, or measure. It's the facts. Subjective data is what the client tells you. It's their personal feelings and experiences. So think of it like this. Objective is what you know, and subjective is what they feel.
And here's a perfect example of subjective data. You can't put a number on dizzy, can you? It's the client's own experience, and your job is to report it exactly as they said it, which is why we often use quotation marks.
Now compare that to this. A temperature reading. That is pure objective data. It's a hard fact. Anyone with a thermometer could walk in, take the temperature, and get the same result. It's not an opinion, it's a measurement. So for your reporting to actually be valuable, it has to be 3 things: accurate, objective, and specific. Don't ever say something like, "The client ate poorly." I mean, what does that even mean? That's just your opinion. Instead, you say they ate half a slice of toast. Now that is a fact the team can actually work with.
Okay, so you've made all these great observations. Now what you do with them? Well, they go in the client's chart, of course. And trust me, there are some very strict rules you've got to follow. So let's go over them.
This is super important, so listen up. The chart is a legal document. That means every single entry has to be permanent, clear, and signed by you. And if you make a mistake, there's only one way to fix it. A single line through the error, you write error, and you initial it. No exceptions, no whiteout, nothing.
In the digital age, the rules are just as serious. Your password is your signature. You have to guard it carefully. And always, 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 double check that you are in the right patient's file before you start typing a single word.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground. Okay, let's wrap this up with 3 professional standards that really tie everything together. These are the absolute foundations of good practice. You'll notice in healthcare, there's no AM or PM. We use the 24-hour clock, sometimes called military time, to avoid any and all confusion. A mistake between 8 in the morning and 8 at night could be a huge deal, so you need to know this system inside and out.
And here's the bottom line. Confidentiality is everything. It is the bedrock of trust between you and your client. If you break it, you're not just breaking a workplace rule. You're violating their rights, your own ethics, and the law. There are simply no excuses.
So as you get ready for your exam, and more importantly for your career, always keep this question in the back of your mind.
What's the most important thing I can do for my client right now? It'll help you focus on what really, truly matters. You can do this. Good luck.